we are here. And we need to get some shit done. Like one, I need to figure out where the hell this is going, because it's definitely not going here. We're not putting a reactor in the smelting room. This seems like a really bad placement. Thinking I'll put it back underneath here. Problem is there's ocean up there. And I don't know where the ocean is. Now when we get to like uranium, we're doing 3 Mile Island. It's not going to be, 3 miles offshore, but we're definitely putting it out there. It's going over there. This is going to be where the reactor goes. So any radiation issues are going to hit Chairman's little pineapple before it hits me. And I'm thinking right out here will be a good place to do reactors. But I don't think we need to do it for thorium and cobalt-60. So I think we're just going to tear into that little area. And that's where it's going to go. Problem is, we have this area right here that dives into the, this is all nice and slanted, but that is just fuck you right into a wall of water. And I really don't want that coming into my basement. Do you think you have it fixed now for the GT6 stuff? Send me a copy and I will check it out after the stream. Alright, that is done crushing. That is done sluicing. That is not done centrifuging, because this is full of uraninite. Hey, look, Steven's still alive. Who knew it? Look, everybody, Steven's here. I thought he went off and joined the Navy or something. You already sent me a cop. No, that's a cope. You sent me a cope? I don't need a cope. What's a cope? How does one send someone else a cope? Did I lose my wrench over here? I don't think you had one over here. I can give you one, though. Wait a minute, didn't I just give you one the other day? I thought I just gave you one the other day. And, Type something. There, you got it back. Bear fix. See, Bear doesn't break everything. Sometimes Bear fixes things. I can agree with you there. It is more the norm for me to be breaking something than fixing it, but just pointing it out that fixing can be something I do. Where is the Tamara when I'm needing building work done? Ain't she supposed to be here to help me with building stuff? I hate building stuff. Like, building stuff. Okay, that's sandstone. That's worrying. $4,000 sphalerite process, 32 gallium got. Well, don't you only get the gallium from the zinc? Not sphalerite? Or did you guys change that? Because in GT5, you only got gallium from zinc, not from sphalerite. There was another metal too you could get it from, but I don't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't a metal you got it from. What was the other thing? Why is it always recommended to use better storage instead of storage drawers? Well, because storage drawers adds drawers, and you don't need drawers when you have GT6 barrels. Better storage is the backpack mod. that we use. You can ignore every bit of this shit. The only thing that matters is the backpack and the ender backpack. It's just that Greg feels that these backpacks are better than other backpack options. And I agree with him. I like these backpacks. And honestly, if I ever remember, which low chances of that ever happening, I will have Chubby probably remove the recipe for all of these. Because in my pack, I have no reason that anybody should ever be making any of this crap. There's no use for any of it. I've never even looked at the crafting station or what in the hell it does. Yeah, I don't know what most of this crap is. I have drinking helmets. I'll never use them. Cardboard armor and cardboard swords should be removed. And I didn't even know there was an armor stand. I don't have a use for that because I have a GregTech locker. But I guess the way I was explained is I'm a GregTech purist. I believe if you're playing a GregTech pack, you should be doing GregTech things. Every other mod is only there for anything that GregTech isn't giving. Also, in case you're new, Deanmon, welcome. If you're not new, you're at least new to the streams, or at least chatting in the stream, so welcome to the stream, or welcome to chatting in the stream. Oh yeah, you'll get a crap ton of sulfur from processing sphalerite. You have a 10% chance of getting it from centrifuge sphalerite when macerating it in an HP macerator, but only that version of it. Yeah, that's a New Horizons bullshit thing. That's not a GT5 thing. GT5U, it was not from sphalerite. I'm trying to remember now what the other thing was that gave it to you. But my brain is having another one of those, you know, bear moments. You know, the moments my brain tends to have quite often. Okay, why is this in here, camera? It does not go in there. Could not believe it last night. You want to talk about a fucking bear moment? Oh my god. I thought I was having a fucking aneurysm last night. Bauxite, motherfucker. Thank you. That's the other one. Good God, that's almost exactly what happened last night. We were testing GTI, and I was showing Trins the covers that we have in here. No bauxite before the moon and New Horizons. What the fuck? Good God. That mod pack is weird. What is this? Slate. Damn it, stop talking to me. I'm forgetting what the fuck I'm doing. Slate. Do I really not have any fucking slate left? Slate brick. Is that it? Yes, I did. We can use an obsidian for the fucking floor. Why there's not an obsidian barrel, I don't know. Just go cook up 5 stacks. But anyways, I was showing covers to Trins in GT6 because we were talking about the red wire stuff he's adding. So I was in here showing him all the covers, and I was trying to explain to him what use the redstone machine switch would have in a GT5 GT6 or GT5 GTI type of thing, and I absolutely could not remember what the AE2 it's not endpoint. I can't even remember it now. It's a level emitter, I think it's called. I think that's what the guy told me last night. Level emitter. This thing. I could not remember the name of that to save my ass last night. Luckily, somebody in the stream was like, I think you mean level emitter. I was like, fuck, yes, that's what I mean. Because I was basically trying to tell Trins that having a redstone cover, redstone machine switch, if you had one, you could put it on your machine, and then if you have an AE system, you could use that level emitter so the machine would only turn on if you needed more of said stuff. But then there's other uses that it would have for if you're not using AE2. But that was one of the biggest selling points I had for it, was it would work great with that level emitter. Clean room is up and running. I hate that stupid thing. I hate that stupid thing with a passion. I really hope they did a better job of implementing the use of that fucking thing than what GT5U did. Because I still find it rather stupid that it's only needed for the lasering part, not for the sawing part. It's used for all. Okay. Then they've done at least that's one thing I agree with then. How careful Because in base GT5U, it's rather stupid. Those covers need to change. Do I have any slate brick covers? You need it for the Sol Laser Circuit Assembler? And some wow. Alright, well, they did a better job with that then. I still hate the fact that you can cheat the mechanic of it with Ender IO. In my personal opinion, because I'm an asshole, as we all know well, sorry, I'm having a brain fart at the moment. I can't remember how to make fucking covers. I've been making them in GTI in a Sol for so long, I've literally forgotten how to do it in GT6. How the fuck do I make stone? It's plates, isn't it? It's a fucking plate, you moron. Shale, salt, slate. Got it. Just got here after watching the last Tengot episode. That dropper was lame. Holy shit. Did you see the droppers in the first one? Which Tengot just came out? Is that Tengot 3 or Tengot 2? The droppers suck, dude. I'm not lying. They need some help. Really badly need some help. Even I made better dropper mats as a kid at 10 years old. Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you. Those fucking droppers are lame as hell. Yeah, I don't think that the team that did Tengot had any love for droppers, but they were trying to be diversity. And so they just, I guess, kind of felt they needed a dropper to fill the spot. And so they just did that. But yeah, it's horrible. The adventure was a bit weird and the boss fight was also fairly lame, I won't lie. Everything in there was pretty lame. Wait till Tengot 4 stuff gets better. I'm not gonna say great. It's not great by any means, but it gets better in 4. 4 was the best version that they did. And then apparently, from what we've seen, they may not be making a 5. And Junior was like, what the fuck? They finally learned how to make a halfway decent map and they quit on us? Yeah, pretty much. That seems to be how this is going to work. I am so not moving the repeaters. I do not want to mess with them, but I'm getting all the rest of this changed. And because of where the repeaters are, you aren't going to see it anyways, so. See? Now it looks good. I need to empty my inventory. My inventory is a mess. It's getting a bit dark in here. I need some more focus. Shit. Shit. Ran out of blocks. I'm still wondering if this is the Grumpy Bear. Damn it. Grumpy Bear pack, and if you want better storage disabled. This is the Grumpy Bear pack. This is the Java 20 version. And I don't want better storage disabled. I just want all the stuff removed. The useless shit. The chests and the lockers. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better looking. Some proper feet on that thing instead of cobblestone. Alright, so our power goes in. It's gonna have to go in like here somewhere. Coolant tank is there, so we'll do like the reactor in like this area, we'll say. We'll start that as our basics. I don't know why I'm trying to build a wall. I'm not going to wall it off, at least not now. Let's go get... I think I figured out what I need. So let me find a place to drop some garbage off. Tamara will come back at some point and sort the shit out for me. So we'll just throw shit in here. She can figure out where to put it. Oh, by the way, what about the crates? I removed the crates. Fuck the crates. I think that's what the crates were literally there for, was drop-off boxes. But I've got, like, brass reinforced chests in here she could have used. They hold more stuff. Okay, so let's get these down there. And then we need to make, I think I figured out that we're going to start with a tungsten heat exchanger. Because if I'm remembering this correctly, again, don't quote me on this, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think I figured out that cobalt fuel rod. Hey, any of you nerds want to do some typing? What about the crate? Oh, crates. Better storage. Sorry. fuck. Better storage. Hide all this life crap. None of that is fucking needed. Get rid of that fucking thing. It's garbage. I don't know what that is, so I don't know. Submission station not fucking needed because... Wait a minute. That's questing. That's not storage. Hold on. Storage. Storage crate. Go away. Chest can go away. All the locker stuff can go away. I need to test if this armor stand is any better than the Bibliocraft armor stand, but we have GregTech lockers, so we don't need it, so fuck it. Get rid of it too. Default locked block. I don't know. That's for better questing. Those can go away if you give a fuck. All the cardboard armor and helmets can go the fuck away. Basically, everything in here can just go fuck itself that isn't the backpack. The backpack is like the only part that I really give a fuck that it's in here. Anything else that you see, you can just fuck it off. You're not actually going to put the reactor in your basement, right? Yes, reactor's going in my basement. But this is not the regular reactor. This is a Cobalt-60 reactor, which is a cannot go critical reactor in any ways. Can't remove the slime in a bucket, though, since that's a... Yeah, right, I know you can't remove that. But any of the other stuff. This is a Cobalt-60 reactor and thorium reactor. Cannot go critical in any way, shape, or form. The only possible way that this gets blown, well, voided, because they do not blow up currently. The only way that happens is if we don't have coolant, and coolant can't get used. It just is an endless loop as long as it's cooled properly. The only thing that could possibly go wrong here is the boiler blow up. Now, when we get to running uranium and uranium-235, stuff like that, a failsafe. What the fuck do you think this is, Yoshi? What's a failsafe? Speak words I understand. Are you talking a contingency plan for when Bear inevitably fucks something up? Obviously not. Who do you think I am? Anyways. Correct. It's a Bear senior constructor, so it will go boom. Shut up, you. Okay, anyways, do any of you nerds want to nerd today? There is a serious bunch of help that this community needs when it comes to reactor stuff. And that is a table. I'm not one for spreadsheets because I'm not that big a nerd, but I can see where there's definitely a need for it when it comes to these fuel rods. Because you cannot hit shift like you can with most mods and make this thing stop on the coolant that you want. So we need a thing that says uranium-238, coolant, and then the neutrons and the factor for it. And then 235, coolant, and the neutrons and factor for it. And then maybe the whole moderated and critical thing. That way it's not so painful to sit here and wait through all this shit to fucking go through. So does anybody want to help me type this? I.e. Bear give number, somebody else does the typing. I'm not quick enough. A thing where your reactor will fail safely, as in nothing horrendous happens if it fucks up. Even the okay, Yoshi, look. Hold on. Where's the button? Hold on. Take off the helmet so you don't look like an idiot. Can I? Yeah, here we go. Do you know who I am? Have you talked to me ever? Do you seriously think I'm going to think ahead and set up something so something is safe? What's the fun in that? If it can't go boom, it's not worth doing. Okay. Stop being retarded. Me script, leave me alone. Okay, Ethan, I know. Alright, so basically, crazy, if you're going to do this, we need to have thorium-232, which you can just use the thorium's TH, right? So TH-232, U-23, 3, 5, and 8. Because we have uranium-238, 235, and 233. Counterpoint, you play GregTech, you always think. Yes, but I don't think about safety stuff. Crazy, get in fucking voice with me so I know when you've got something wrote. And I can go ahead. Get your ass in the recording studio where you belong. There we go. Get your ass in here. Yeah, that's why I said, get your ass in voice with me so we can do this. And while she's getting in here, Cobalt 60. There she is.
Yes, here I am.
There she is.
Okay.
Miss
So
Crazy Woman. Oh.
Shut
yes.
up! So thorium-232, 233,
yes. No.
and
Thorium-232. We cannot be doing the Hush It Bear when Crazy's actually in voice with me, because the first part of that I can hear Crazy's voice more than Tamra's. And it's like, wait a minute, why is she yelling hushing while she's trying to say thorium? Quit confusing the bear brain. It's not thinking, it's knowing what to poke and not. Okay, so it's thorium-232.
Okay.
Then uranium, so just use a capital U, 233, 235, and 238.
233, 235, and
238. Yep. Then we go to plutonium, which is Pu, capital P, small u.
I know how to write scientific things.
Mm-hmm. 239.
239.
243.
243.
241, so those around.
241.
And 244.
244.
Then we have Americium, which I think is AM. If I'm getting any of these wrong, anybody in chat, feel free to tell me. You have two.
Hold on.
Hello, motherfucker.
Here we are.
There's a. Oh, now that the fucking floor's done, the Tamra shows up.
Yeah, about that. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at these and make sure we got them right.
I'm holding.
We don't want to know what you're holding.
Let me just say, I'd get along great in the ghetto right now with what I'm holding.
Americium is AM, thorium is TH, uranium is U, and plutonium is PU. Okay. Americium.
Hello? Go. Hello? Rule 1. Bear's always right.
No, motherfucker. Hi, Tamara.
Americium 241, 245.
241 and 245.
Cobalt 60. Cobalt is CO. I know you have PTSD from the old days. We all do. Cobalt 60 is evil. And if there is an actual way of doing this scientific numberly wise or notation wise, it's not going to be on a periodic table because it's not real shit. But we have enriched naquita, naquidria. I don't know how you want to abbreviate those. Just do NQ. It's the standard everyone uses, I think. For naquita, what are you going to do for naquidria? Yoshi says NQ for naquita, but I don't know what the hell we do for naquidria.
Enriched naquita, okay.
Yeah, we have enriched naquita and naquidria, which I think most people call naquadria. I emphasize it differently because I'm not a Stargate nerd.
I put NQ Ria.
NQ Ria. Okay, well, that works.
I'm busy! Go away!
Ow, you couldn't mute first?
Sorry.
Fuck my ears, woman!
I thought my mic would cut out.
No, every time you yell at me, it cuts out. Whenever you yell at children, it doesn't. Your mic is just annoying as you are. Greg caring so much about realism, but keeping that goofy sci-fi naquita shit is in over multiple GT versions. Greg does not care about realism. Greg cares about believability. There's a difference. It's subtle, but there's a difference. Greg's realism is what fits realistically into Minecraft, not what is actually realistic. Okay, so now for each one of these, we need to have coolants, and there's multiple different coolants. And this
so
is where
I should be doing this in a chart?
I said spreadsheet.
Motherfucker.
I did say spreadsheet. Did I not say spreadsheet? You know, if you did this on your Google one, Tamara could help you.
I am doing it on the Google.
Well,
what?
Give her a link so she can help you type.
You're being a dumbass.
I said spreadsheet.
No, you did not say spreadsheet, hooker.
Somebody, please tell this woman I said spreadsheet.
You did not say spreadsheet, hooker.
I so said spreadsheet at least once. Yoshi said I at least said table, which is a spreadsheet.
See, Dabusa says, no, you did not.
I did. I absolutely did. I can rewind the stream and show you I did. I said
you
spreadsheet.
Did not. You did not, bitch.
You did.
You gotta wait a moment until I can copy all this into a fucking spreadsheet. So, hold your ass.
And Yoshi says Bear 100% said something about a table.
You could do a table and document.
No,
Yoshi.
no. That's just dumb.
You could. So that tells me nothing. Only I did not do a table in there anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta give Cameron the link as well. But I'm not there yet. Cut. Paste.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Tammy. Bear's being a dumbass again. What's new? Ball 60. Yoshi, you're supposed to be on our side, not Bear's side.
Mm-hmm.
No one is supposed to be on Bear's side.
Speaking of Bear's side, let's review the tape real quick while Crazy is busy.
No, we don't need to review nothing. I'm ready to go, bitch. Let's go.
Hold on.
No, we're not reviewing nothing. Let's go if you want me to do this.
One sec. Is
No.
uranium thing, this thing shift.
What are we
like
calling
you can
this
with
table?
most mods and make this thing stop on the coolant rods. Because I'm not that big a nerd, but I can see where there's definitely a need for it when it comes to these fuel rods.
Okay.
I can see where there's definitely needs when it comes to reactor stuff. And that is a table. That is a table. Bear said they need a table.
Uh-huh. And you're bound and determined to say it was supposed to be a spreadsheet?
I said spreadsheet too. Hold on. You don't believe me? I'm going to let it play longer. Right there. I'm not one for spreadsheets. You heard it. Bear's mouth said spreadsheet. Here, hold on. Let's take that back 5 seconds. Everybody listen here. We're going to mute Discord for just a second so we don't get any interruptions from the peanut gallery. I'm not one for spreadsheets because I'm not that big a nerd, but I can see where there's definitely a need for it when it comes to these fuel rods. Okay, Bear definitely said spreadsheet is needed for these fuel rods.
We couldn't hear it. Discord did not hear what you're saying. So I don't believe it.
No, Discord can't, but fucking the stream can.
Yes, but you're arguing with me. If I can't hear it, I don't believe it.
I don't need to fucking prove it to you, because even if I prove it to you, you're still gonna say, well, I wasn't listening at that time, so it doesn't matter if you said it or not. Because I didn't hear it, and the only thing that matters is what I hear, not what you say. Although I don't listen to you 90% of the fucking time, so it doesn't fucking matter anyways. But I'm proving to everyone else that, again, rule number 1, motherfuckers, Bear, always right. I said fucking spreadsheet.
Tamara, did you get the fucking thing?
Yoshi said he is also willing to help.
Let me go to Google. Hold on.
Have your email, Yoshi. You had to send me it. And I can add you to the file.
Oh, really? You can just fix it in the config? See, if Bear wouldn't have fucked off configs like 10 years ago, I would have already known this. But again, reading and bear do not, no, they don't go together.
What's cute?
Me arguing with you. Remember, people like it when I argue.
God.
They just don't like it when I argue with them. They like it when I argue with other people. Just give him a minute. He'll say we sound like we're married next.
Hush it, Bear.
If you say that, I'm banning you.
Behave.
What? Banning that. I'm tired of people saying that. I have a husband that's not Bear.
Now they're saying Tamra's my wife.
Good.
We had that the other day. We all know our job is to not side on you. I don't want you siding on me. I would not look good in aluminum siding. Okay. Are you ready now? You said you're ready.
No.
So, motherfucker, you said you were ready. Why are you not ready?
Because I'm sharing it with fucking Yoshi. Dumbass.
Fuck Yoshi. He's slow.
Okay. I am ready, mother trucker.
Okay, so we need the same coolants for all of these. So you need heavy water, tritillated water, molten tin.
Wait.
Stop.
I can't.
What? Truly weighted water?
You don't understand how hard this is. I can't make it go back. We got to sit and wait for every cycle. Put a notation down and we'll fill it in after I go through the first cycle. Just let me get the first cycle out. For fuck's sakes. Okay. We're starting here. HE. Distilled semi-heavy water. Why is there heavy water? Tritillated water. Molten tin. Sodium. Coolant. Molten lithium chloride. LiCl. Molten thorium salt. Carbon dioxide. And we're back to helium. So now, you ready to go through the list again? I wish
Yes.
Greg would allow it to explode depending on the coolant. It can explode, Dabusa. It's just that it's disabled right now because I haven't done much extensive testing with it, and apparently nobody else that does testing has either done so or showed Greg that there's no bugs. There's not enough testing been done to show that there's no bugs in the system. Okay, we're going to go through the list again, and it's not going to be from the beginning unless I wait for this to come back around again.
No, just pick the next one and go.
Carbon dioxide,
Yeah.
helium, distilled or semi-heavy water.
We have heavy water.
There's distilled or semi-heavy, then heavy, then tritillated.
Okay, hold on. Distilled.
Okay, Ethrin. Didn't you say something about it not
Semi-heavy.
being able to explode some time ago? This one can't explode if bear no fuck up. And it technically won't explode. It'll just void the shit in it and make my world really, really, really badly radiated. If the setting in the configs was set to explode, then it would actually blow the fuck up. Not until enough testing has been done and Greg sets it that it explodes by default. It's testing, motherfucker. I know, you guys are not happy if Bear's not dying, but fuck off, that's not what this is about. Okay, going back to it. Coolant. Industrial coolant. IC2 coolant. Molten lithium chloride. Molten thorium salt.
Oh, thorium salt. Yoshi's fixing that.
Carbon dioxide, CO2. Helium, so we're back to helium again, which is He. Distilled or semi-heavy water.
Yes.
Distilled
Heavy
or
water.
semi-heavy.
Yes.
Heavy
Tritillated water.
Yeah.
Tritillated water.
Molten tin.
Molten tin.
Sodium.
Sodium.
Industrial coolant.
Coolant.
Molten lithium chloride.
Okay.
Molten thorium salt.
Salt.
Carbon dioxide. So we're done. We got all the coolants listed now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's molten sodium. Is it just sodium or is it molten
It
sodium?
says sodium, but yes, it's molten sodium.
Okay.
Okay, so now we need to do the neutrons factor, if it's moderated or not. And that's going to be a royal pain in the ass. Is there any way I can convince one of you two women to load up the pack and do this part behind the scenes? Because I got to sit here and try to read off these numbers, and you guys catch them fast enough, because they keep flipping. That's why we need the table. And it might just be easier for you guys to do it than me sit here and do this and try to tell you guys.
Well, we all have the chart, so Yoshi or Tamara could do it. I'm voting myself out. I am busy today. I only have until 1 o'clock. So.
Okay. Hold on, Yoshi. I'll drag your ass in here. You're in here.
Just drag myself in here. Okay,
Fuck,
that
you
also
can drag
works.
yourself in here. You're a fucking group
I
member.
can't join, but I can drag myself in. Wow.
You should be able to join too. You're a group member.
Well, it didn't let me, so...
The way I would think you would do it is just kind of go, pick a rod you're going to do, hover over it, look at what the coolant is, and write down the numbers for that at the time of what's there. And eventually you'll get most of the table filled in.
So you just need the 3 numbers per coolant, yes?
The 3 numbers and the factor. And if you'll notice, every now and then, like if I go to 233 here, it says this fuel is critical. That is important to know that it's critical in that coolant. And some of them will be critical in specific coolants. And see, this one just said fuel rod will be moderated. That's needed as well.
Okay, I found
so you can just have you can have like a row that says moderated and then just put a check, and a row for critical and have a check or a dot or an X or whatever the fuck you want.
And then it says heat per neutron?
Yeah, I don't really know what that one is, but yeah, I guess throw that in there too, because it's gonna be important to somebody.
As for the numbers, is it okay since we have emission, self, maximum, and factor? Can we just do like
ES and M?
ESM, you don't need the factor?
We need the factor too.
ESMF.
ESMF, okay, yeah, I can work with that, right? I'll do the one that I can see right now. Wait, it's U233, so...
Okay, well, you guys get started figuring that out.
160.
Cobalt 60 is what I'm doing. And we're looking for coolant, because that's what we're using. So it's self 32, maximum of 256. Maximum doesn't matter. From the way I understand this, Yoshi, fuck, why is your keyboard so loud?
Apologies.
Because it's close to the mic.
If I remember correctly, neutron equals heat. 1 neutron equals 1 heat unit into the coolant. So therefore, if 1 rod does 32, and I do 4 rods, that's going to be 128. If Bear do math right. 32, 32, 64, 64, and 64 is 128. So 128 neutrons equals 128 heat units into the coolant, which means we need a heat exchanger that can do 128 heat units a tick, which would be a tungsten steel or a tungsten. We would do tungsten because it's more efficient.
Efficiency bullcrap. Are you German?
So, well, I'm gonna lose 10% of my heat if I use tungsten steel. And I want to maximize the amount of power that I get out of this, so yes. And remember, my name comes from an old German language that doesn't exist anymore, so partially, yes, I'm apparently. So we're going to start with the first test is going to be a tungsten heat exchanger, and that should pair up perfectly with a tungsten or tungsten steel boiler, and it doesn't matter which because they're both the same. So we're going to make a tungsten steel boiler and a tungsten heat exchanger. That's going to be the first thing we do because we're just going to make a single core Cobalt 60 to start with. While I'm looking at it, do I want to eventually... Yes, ma'am?
I'm going to join, and I'm going to stream my POV in Discord so Yoshi can have something to work on.
Okay.
I'm just pausing stream frames right now to look at it.
I'm logging in so you can have a chance to... So if you want to put
1 sec.
ESMF on everything, and then you can just...
And I can just drag.
Okay, so there is no breeder for Cobalt 60. Okay, good to know. So I don't have to worry about that. So let's get down the thing here. I still need to make these 3 things on that one. Now we need a tungsten heat exchange and a
Be right back.
I don't know if that's how you're actually supposed to do it, but that's how I do it, so fuck off. Boiler. Alright, and then if we're doing that, then we need steam, and the boiler puts out 256 steam, and for 256, we can do a steel turbine, and we need a dynamo for that. Do I have a steel turbine laying around anywhere in a box?
Probably not, because you don't craft shit.
I crafted everything in this world.
Not everything.
Okay, almost
Yeah, not
everything.
everything.
Okay.
99% of what crafted in this world was crafted by me.
That is true.
I got boilers, I got a
Except for
heat
what Tamara did.
exchangers. I do not have a... No, I don't have one. Okay. So this is going to put out somewhere in the range of 32 to 128 RU. An LV dynamo can take 16 to 64, so it's probably going to end up being in the higher end of that, so it's probably going to be an MV. Do I still have any LV dynamos laying around? I know I've got an MV one. Yep, there's an LV one, so we can use that one. And I know I have a... that's a steel... There's an MV... But I don't have a steel turbine in there. Okay, so we need a steel steam turbine. And I should have everything else we need. Alright, so let's get to crafting. Tungsten heat exchanger, that's just going to be 4 tungsten. Heat exchange. Tungsten, so that's... Oh, that's the tungsten steel. I need the actual tungsten. No, that's a tungsten casing. And then 4 lead, a double copper, and 2 small copper pipes. Do I have any small copper pipes? Yes. Okay, there's my small copper pipes. Put those in there. So I'm going to need 6 tungsten, which I have tungsten here. I need 2 rods and 6 plates. You cannot start a burning box with a ham sandwich. That's not a ham sandwich. It's a rib sandwich. You also cannot start a burning box with that either, dumbass. Okay, and we'll do the... these are disabled, yes. Okay. So we'll do the 6 tungsten in here. Apparently I didn't need all 6. Unless you guys changed it in New Horizons, can't you use stone dust for UU matter? Rather than voiding it? Can't you turn it back into stone, make it into cobblestone, break it with a hammer into sand, cook the sand into glass, break the glass into dust, electrolyze the dust or centrifuge again, I can't remember which one that is, into silicon dioxide, and then put the silicon dioxide in the matter fabricator to make UU matter? Listen to this nerd. That's a process chain and a half. You can centrifuge it, but it's more useful for drilling. I agree it's more useful for drilling fluid. I will 100% agree with that, but he's voiding it, so he's obviously not centrifuging it.
Bear, you're such a nerd.
I have my moments. I have to be at least a little bit of a nerd. I hang out with you, don't I?
Shut up! I don't know if being a nerd is required to hang out with me or to be a little bit crazy yourself.
I might be a little bit that too. It's mostly EV to get titanium in extremely low amounts. Better centrifuge ash, which is why both of those recipes in GTI have been removed. Because fuck that dumb shit. No getting iron from wood ash.
TRC.
What do I type in to get that list of
Fuel rod.
fuel rods? Okay.
Okay, there's that part. Now we just need the 4 plates and the double copper. Fuck! Spit it out, asshole.
Okay.
You don't know how to spit it out.
We're starting
Fucking
with thorium.
And free iron from benzene. What the fuck? New Horizons.
Let me know when you're ready for me to go to the next one.
Oh crap. Yeah, hang on. Let me actually open it up. That might be a good idea. I was still looking at the stream like Bear's one.
He's a dork.
Right, when use of molten 2 to 128.
He's a dork face.
What? I thought it was 120.
Well, to be friends with you, I thought that was a requirement.
Molten lithium chloride.
That would mean you are a dork, so yeah, that works.
I never said I wasn't.
What order is that? That is a really weird order. Carbon dioxide, helium. Distilled or heavy.
22128.
Heavy water. Yes, that looks
2216.
2216.
Trilliated
228.
Do we need to go into a different chat so we can not interrupt you guys?
I'm thinking that might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going into group.
Fuck me, that's double annealed copper plate. Fuck you, Greg, you're a dick.
Okay. He's not like he shot you with a craponite arrow.
No. We talked about this last night. Greg gave himself technetium arrows, which have wearbane 10 on them.
Ew, I need those.
No, you do not.
I need to try it on you at least.
No.
I need to try it on you at least once.
No.
Yes, I gotta see how quickly it kills you. Like
really,
like
really
instant?
fast. Probably.
Is it like instant death?
Okay, there's our heat exchanger. Now, boiler, I know what the boiler is. I don't need to do the boiler. We're going to use tungsten steel for that, which means it'd be really nice if somebody had already set up the tungsten steel maker over there. But somebody's slacking and hasn't got that done yet. Oh, look, there's tungsten steel in the box. Fuck off.
Oh, look, fair. Just because there's something still in the box, means you need to go set it up.
No, I do
Son
need
of
to
a
set it up.
poor bag.
What are you bitching about today?
Oh, I just fucked up on what I'm doing.
You should be helping them.
Told you, I have an hour of free time currently. And so I have multiple things that I wanted to get done in that hour.
Hmm.
And
Speaking of, how's the burning box boiler and engine coming? I have no idea. There's no way of getting technetium in GT6 without cheating it in. And I am definitely not cheating it in. Yes, you're supposed to be crocheting a burning box, a boiler, and an engine.
I haven't started.
The fuck, woman? How do I remember your bullshit and you don't remember your bullshit?
In order for me to start, I keep telling I need my husband to clear off what he has stacked on my tote so I can get to my yarn to see if I have the colors. And I keep reminding him, and he keeps not doing it. So I blame him, Pikachu.
Because you can't clean it off your damn self?
Because I didn't put it there.
What does that have to do with the price of right? You need into the thing, clean off the thing.
I'm about to have to do it myself. I just figured since I have to feed him 5 times a day, and this could potentially make us money, it'd be on the top of his to-do list. Because someone's willing to pay for these items.
Yeah, but that means he has to do work.
He's outside scrapping.
Okay, that's a whole different kind of work. That's work men enjoy. That's not cleaning shit up. It's not work men enjoy.
We need to clean our freezer.
My mini fridge went out there. Means away from crazy. And any work that gets you away from crazy is good work to do. It's not on the man priority list next to dishes in the sink. That's right. That's called selective memory loss. It's a defensive mechanism crazy.
Well, he can defense mechanism when I yank on that feeding tube and cause him pain.
Mean. Rude.
It's okay. I don't have to do that. It's called silver nitrate sticks that I get to do. Use one on his granulation tissue around the feeding tube Thursday. So I get to technically burn him. And enjoy every moment of it.
I ever mention women are evil?
Well, it's for his own good.
But you don't have to take pleasure in it.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. For those of you who don't know, prayers and good thoughts are much needed right now, since it is growing again. If him and my mother could just get their acts together and choose different times to be ill.
Yeah, I was married. That's right. Like I told Crazy earlier, I think it was in my vows to love, honor, and annoy.
That is not.
Crazy keeps trying to tell me that that's not in the vows, but I swear that was one of the vows that I did, was love, honor, and annoy.
Just like in my vows, I made sure that my vows did not say obey, because that is like, that's tears. No.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. That's something I cannot do.
No shit. That's obvious.
I can love and honor and cherish. I can't obey. She is looking mighty nice.
Okay, so I need a robust for that. It's been a while since I made these fucking things, and I actually forgot what it was.
You forgot that part.
You know, we
What
have
Caboose
plates. So,
How do you pronounce his name?
6. What the fuck are you talking about?
Reading chat, since you're not.
Didn't know there was anything in chat I needed to read.
Defense mechanisms cause that.
That's the Buso.
Mm-hmm.
Or Devuchois, or, some weird shit. I just call him Buso.
Good enough for Bear is good enough for me.
Okay, so 4 of
I'm just
these.
as bad at pronouncing shit.
And then we need gears. Do we have any steel dust over here that needs to get used up? Yeah, 100 and some. Okay, 2 steel gears. And long rod. We already got the long rod. Alright. Let's get these 2 gears done.
Damn it.
You know, if you just stop fucking up, you could stop damning it in our ear. Randomly, like a weirdo.
I pushed something off something.
That's informative. Thank you. We know so much more about what the fuck you're damning right now from that information. Okay. So I have the heat exchanger. Let's check the list. We have turbine, boiler, heat exchanger. And I do still need to make the MV electrolyzer, so let's get that done real quick. Should already have the main parts, which is this. Okay, and then electrolyzer. It needs platinum wires and copper cables. We got tin cables. We do have 2 copper cables. Okay, like that, like this, and like that, and like this, and need a little shiny. Fucking platinum being blue.
You have a shiny lighter in this.
Not in this one. I still can't find a fucking shiny lighter in this one. It's still... Hello. Why am I down here?
Did he ever make the, where you could get the power from those things you find in jungle temples?
You mean ZPMs?
Yeah.
You don't find them in jungle temples in here. That was only in GT5. GT6, he never put them in jungle temples, and now they're only found in libraries. And yes, there's a ZPM discharger. I still think a lighter should be able to be trapped and explode. That's just mean, dude. Why you want to blow up somebody's lighter?
That would be cool, though.
Why would it be cool to blow up somebody's lighter in their hand?
For example, if we played on a world with Axel, you could be like, hey, here's a lighter. I found it. It's all nice and pretty. Boom!
Why you want to blow up Axel for? Yes.
Like, you're now part of the methane gas situation. You farted into the air.
Now you're going to make him run away again. Okay.
However, do not play that prank on Junior, because I do not want to hear it. I would be able to hear it without being in voice or without being in stream, all the way from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. You ain't wrong. Okay. So, input is any side. This is the output. Alright. Crazy. Muteth your face. We are going to have recording session in middle of stream. So, nobody fuck off when I say goodbye. If I say goodbye and put up the end screen. But rather than doing a test later, we're going to do test now. I do need to make the cobalt rods for this. Cobalt. And it should just be cobalt rods in the thing, in the canning machine. Can be done in LV. So we just need to make cobalt 60 rods. Okay, I think we have everything we need here to do our first initial test. Alright, so no sound alerts. Sound alerts and blurp are being cut now. And just in case one of the other two pop back in, I'm muting Discord as well. Which does not mean that Crazy can randomly spout retard shit in my ear while I'm recording and try to fuck me up. Shut up, Crazy. Alright, so we're here in the GT6 stream, and we are going to do our first reactor test. We have our reactor here. This is going to be a single core test. And we have a tungsten steel heat exchanger with a tungsten steel boiler, tungsten heat exchanger, and tungsten steel boiler. You can do a tungsten steel heat exchanger, but it's 10% less efficient. This one is 100%. The tungsten steel is 90%. I'm going to have to run distilled water over, which I believe... Yep, this is our distilled water line, so I don't think this one is. Oh, this one is. Beautiful. So I just need to drop down water from there, and then that is going to be going into a steel turbine. This is going to do 128 heat, which is going to be, I think we figured out like 256 steam, somewhere roughly in there. I'll go over it at the end. So we're gonna need a pipe for that. Let's get a bronze fluid pipe. That should be good, which technically we don't have to do. We could actually do this without if we wanted to, because we could just put the turbine right on the top and have that point up. Problem is, I would have to move it because the dynamo would then have to be on top of that. So we are going to do this on top of here, going into there, and that is not open correctly. There you go. And then I need to do the actual math real quick, so I guess we'll do it now. So if we look up steam, the tungsten steel boiler is going to put out 256 steam. And that in a turbine of a steel thing is going to be, we don't know, because it falls somewhere between 96 and 384. So if I bring up my calculator here, we can do 256 times, and it is 66.66%. Where in the hell is it? I could have just done the other thing, but where is my percent button? Go back to standard so I have on the percent button. 256 times 66.66% equals 170.6496. So 170-ish RU. And that means we have to use the MV electric dynamo because it's 176. Or no, that's EU. RU is 64 to 256, but we still have to use MV. So it's going to be paired with an MV dynamo, which needs to go that way, and that's where the power is going to come out. And the dynamo is 68.75. So if we then multiply our 170 times 68.75%, that means we should be getting on average 117 EU out of this. And I don't know if I have a MV battery box around here. To store ignore her, she's working on a thing. She's not staring at her shoes. She's working. I don't think I have a MV battery box laying around, but right now we're just doing a test, so storing the power is not a major thing, and we're going to run the power to our main anyways, so let's get to the actual doing this. Give me a second, I'll run the distilled water. I need to make the distilled water pipes, and I'll be right back with you. Okay. So now, these are small pipes, which is plenty for this boiler. And I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. So small rubber, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want these to be distilled water. Do we have a... We don't have a return line down here, but I don't know that we need one. I probably should do one, but we'll worry about that later. Right now, I just want to get the thing up and running. So let's get these painted. Okay, so there, into, damn it, into there, we now have distilled water. Okay, put food, bear's face. We are wearing heat protection suit, we need to change that before we grab the Cobalt 60. I need to get into the Universal before I kick to death. Alright, I got the coolant set up. Let's get out of the heat suit and in the Universal suit, so this will protect me from radiation. And let's go grab our cobalt. So for cobalt fuel rods, well, for every fuel rod, we need rods. Makes sense. So we're going to take our cobalt dust here, and we're going to throw it in our extruder here with the rod shape. There we go. And actually, these only need rods, not long rods. So we only technically need 2. So let's do 2. And we already made the rod, the fuel rod, reactor rod, whatever. So we don't need to worry about that. And we have our long Cobalt 60 rods. We will cut those down into Cobalt 60 rods. And now let's go can these up. Okay, so that, there we go. We have Cobalt 60 fuel rods. Alright, now we got to do a little more plumbing. I did get the coolant, or the distilled water into the boiler. Now we got to get the coolant out of the tank and into the reactor. And we're going to be doing 256. So we need a pipe that is big enough to handle that. We're not going to need to run it for a long time. So what we probably ought to do, actually, these are going to be more than enough. What is the coolant? Industrial heatant, kiss my ass, Greg, is 1200K. Alright. So bronze will work. Let's look at bronze. And pipe, we need one that can do 256. Those are axles, not pipes. Alright, didn't I just see, why didn't I type in pipe? Where in the hell is my fluid pipes at? Am I blind? I know I'm blind. They're here, below the axles. Okay, 450. So we need regular, normal bronze fluid pipes. which is 3 units per pipe. And what we're going to basically do is this, we need to go into here on any of these sides. The heat exchanger outputs from that side. So the reactor needs fluid in this side and comes out this side. So if we actually take our reactor core, I do want to have a pipe, but we can turn that like that. And then we put 1 pipe there, and then we need 3 pipes back here. We could do it in the ground, but we're not going to. Alright, so let's get a drum. We'll fill a drum with coolant. Fill the reactor with coolant. And then we shouldn't need to pipe over from the tank. Those are not empty. These should be empty. No, that's very heavy. Do I have an empty drum right now? I know you're lava. No touch the lava. I might actually be out of drums. Amazingly. As many as I've made around here. Alright, let's, I'm gonna make the pipes we need, which is 4 and another drum, and I'll be right back with you again. Alright, so yeah, aluminum won't work. We could do Invar too, but I'm just gonna get away with bronze on this one. Do I have any bronze made up? I did need to make more bronze, and I don't think I did so. Do we have any more bronze dust? I think last time we were here we used all the bronze dust. Yes sir, yes you did. Alright, so we need 3 times 4, that's 12. 18. And so we need 5 batches. So 5 times 3 is 15. And 5 tin. That'll make us 20 bronze. And when we get done with the actual recording, I'm going to set the bronze maker up to make some more bronze. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Don't throw the fuel rods in the fucking crucible, you dumbass. Alright, so most of this needs to be plates. I do need 2 rods. Rod mold. There we go. That under there, that in. Somehow the spark reached inside the fuel tube. Oh, you're talking about the lighter thing. Okay. Come on, turn the bronze. You can do it. I have faith in you. Make it so, number 1. Thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 2. Everything else needs to come out as plates. Thank you. Alright, I actually don't know why I did plates, because I'm going to definitely use the extruder to make the things, but I do need to do 4 of these as curved. That'll be for the drum. Alright, so 4 of these, 2 of those, hammer, that gives us our drum, and then we need a plate shape out of there, and we need the normal pipe in there, and we need 12 of these, and do thing. Goes back in there. Okay, switch that back. And pipes. Alright, let's get back over here and get this part done. Need to go down. Okay. Alright. I have us a bronze drum. So we can set that there. That'll give us a full thing of coolant, which we should be able to sit right on top. Do that, and now we're full of coolant. And with magnifying, we can check, and it says it's completely full because it holds exactly a drum of coolant. Alright, now we want to do this into here. We want to do this back into here. And we're going to grab our Geiger counter. That way we can make sure it's putting out what we believe it should be putting out. Put that there, which is the 256. Alright, so we should be ready for our first initial test. I either need a redstone switch or I need a soft hammer, because I'm pretty sure that's going to be turned off, which it is, until we hit it with a hammer, because everybody knows that when it comes to nuclear reactor technicians, you always hit the reactor with a hammer. That's just rule number 1 in the reactor technician handbook. When wanting to start a reactor, hit it with a hammer. Do I not have a redstone machine switch? I apparently do not have a redstone machine switch. And this is one of them I don't usually make. I usually make the automatic redstone machine switch. That needs a redstone torch instead of the lever. So we need that. We need that. Am I out of covers? I think I used all of my covers the other day when I made my things. Good thing we have a bunch of aluminum plates here. Do we have aluminum bolts, or do I gotta, or screws? No. I think I have some in here, though. Yeah, I have a whole stack of them. Alright, so that screwdriver at the bottom, hammer at the top. Finally broke that damn hammer. Been trying to get rid of that hammer. Alright, so that stuff in the bottom. And we need that, that, that. And then I think my redstone bag may have a torch in it. No. No redstone torch. Do we have any redstone in the table? No. Oh, there's a redstone torch in there. Aha. Alright, machine switch. And we'll take one of the levers. Alright, let's go start this reactor. Yeah, I know, Greg. My inventory's full of shit. Shut up. Let's throw in that so we can go away. Alright, now switch, lever, and here goes test number 1. Now, why is that 128? Oh, it is supposed to be 128 neutrons, which will make 256 steam. So, yeah, I did my mathificating correctly. We have 128 neutrons out, which should be getting cooled off in there. The reactor says input, which is our coolant, should be staying relatively why is the hot coolant going up? Why is that heat exchanger not heat exchanging? Full of? Why is it not outputting? Oh, Bear's an idiot. No, that is input. No, that's output. That's output to the adjacent. Bear is an idiot. So we need that face on the bottom. And I do believe, let's, hold on, before I do something stupid. Let's get rid of that. I do believe this one needs to go that way. Yes. Now it'll work. Okay. Aha. See? See? When Bear's not stupid, things work. Okay, let's make sure that the hot coolant is empty before we start this up. Alright. It is now empty. The pipe is still full. We're going to let it empty. Alright. Now we turn the reactor back on. Everything do what everything do. And we are empty on hot coolant. And we are staying perfectly even with our coolant. So there we go. We have a stable cobalt reactor that will give us whatever the hell the number was I said earlier, 117 EU. So now, once this gets up to the center point, we should see a red light on the end of here, and that'll tell us that we have power coming out and the rest of the setup is correct. While that is doing that, two things. One, Yoshi, Crazy, and Tamra have started making a spreadsheet for all of the fuel rods and the neutrons that they emit, the factor, if they're moderated, if they're critical, all of that stuff. That's why Tamara's standing up there staring at her feet right now. I will put that table out in our Discord. I will also post it in Greg's Discord. I don't know if he's going to put it on his website or what he's going to do with it, but I'll make it available to anybody that wants it. Seeing how it's such a pain to watch these fluctuate. There you go. You can see the red dot right there. So we have power. Alright, so I'm just going to let this run. I'll run the power cables here in a minute when we get done. But our next test is going to be, we're going to play around with a thorium reactor, which is going to give us, if we wait for the thing to tick around here, sodium. This is why we're making the spreadsheet there. So 80 mission and 8 to self. So that is why we have these, which are reflector rods, because I'm going to try to save on thorium and do 2 thorium rods with 2 reflector rods. And we will probably make another reactor chamber and try to do a multi-chamber build with this one. But I wanted to do something very basic here for this one. I will be making a separate video that kind of goes through the setup of the single core cobalt reactor for anybody that wants to use it. It might be, I believe XAR on the server uses this for heating a large crucible. I think it's for his platinum, if I remember correctly, for T6 circuits. It's really nice if you just need something heated for a long period of time. It actually might not be bad to set up one of these over here under the air distillation, instead of running this power line all the way over here. We could literally just have the power go right into this line here and just have this ran off of a cobalt reactor. And other than the fact that you got to have a boiler and the distilled water for that, which at this point I'm literally dumping distilled water, or needing to dump distilled water. Distilled water is pretty easy, but you run the line, you could pretty much set this little thing up. If you take out that pipe in the middle, move this over, you could have a little compact remote setup. You just got to supply water to it for small amounts of power. 117, that's not bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we start up our thorium reactor. Have a good one. Alright, that's done. Let's turn on all the noisy things. And now I need to get this power up here. Too late, far too late. Bear always does something stupid. Yeah, it happens. Alright, so I could go into this battery box, or I can go into this battery box. If I go into that battery box, I have to figure out how I'm getting to said battery box. Although I could come in through this cable if I do a HV transformer here. I can't go into the bottom of that one. I can't go into that one. Literally has to be this one that I would go into. Let me think about how I want it. That doesn't have an elevator down. I need to put an elevator down on that one. I think Timber said I had more sandwiches. I need to go check and see. I am running out of sandwiches. Alright, let's turn this off for right now. It's gonna go down on its heat in there, but it's gonna take me a few minutes to set this up. Plus, I gotta do an old man break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I just had an idea. Best ideas always come to you while you're, taking care of business. How crazy do I want to get with this? Now, granted, Cobalt 60 is not easy to obtain. I would have to get a lot of cobalt if I wanted to do this as a cobalt reactor, but if I can make a stable reactor that would put out, say, 1024, we could actually set up a separate reactor to run each one of our multi-blocks. We could go all the way up to 4,000. So anywhere from 512 to 4,000, we could set up a separate reactor for each one. One for our crusher, one for our shredder, one for our ore washer, and we could have a nuclear-powered ore processing. Because then we wouldn't be wasting the power of converting it from RU into EU.
Hey,
and
I'm
then
leaving. Bye.
Okay, bye, crazy. And then EU back to a motor to make it RU again. We could just hook the turbine directly up to the crusher, ore washer, centrifuge, whatever. I think that's an interesting idea. I think I might have to go with that. Okay, so we have that done. We need to figure out how we're doing the power over there. So we want to do an MV to HV transformer so we can go up in power from here. Then do we want to go from, let's see, do I want to do a battery box? There's little chance I'm going to have to turn this off. But I'm just thinking I could do an MV battery box and then send that into the transformer. And I could go from HV up to EV. We could technically go from EV into IV, use IV cables to go across, and then back down to HV because we already have the HV transformer there. That is a possibility. The other idea I had was we make a new power plant, basically, since right now we're pretty much running everything into this one singular battery box. And we've got tons of lithium over here from all the tungstate we've done. We've got all kinds of lithium perchlorate. So we could make batteries from here to next Tuesday. What I'm thinking is we make EV battery boxes, and we make the big EV battery box. So these right here. And that would give us 16 batteries we can hold in each one. We use 4 of them. And we put them around an IV to EV transformer. And then we send IV power through the base instead of EV. Why'd I type cobalt? And IV, if I remember correctly, is platinum, which is the cables we've already been running, which is voltage 24,576, and it's 2 amps per, so an 8X does 16. So, transformer. EV to IV, energy out, energy in is 16,384. So if you swap that, the energy out would be 16,384. Yeah, that can handle it. So yeah, we can just run those all around the base. We would have to make transformers for every one of the connections where we go down. Damn it. That one does go down from this stage. So like here where we got HV to EV, we would have to put in an EV as well. That's an interesting idea. I think I might look ahead to doing that. Not today, but I think we'll look ahead at doing that. For right now, we're just going to go probably up to... How far is this? Because we're going to have to go into there. If we could go into that one right there on that side. And then, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at this block. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would be to this block. 12, 13, 14, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-ish. It'd be 20 blocks, so we would use, if we did MV, we would lose 20 EU. I don't know that that's that bad. Because it would be 170, but if we went to HV, we could cut that 20 loss down to probably 10. So yeah, let's just run HV cable. So we need an MV to HV transformer. So we just need an aluminum one for that. I need double iron plates, so I need to get some of those made. How much power does Bear Senior on a treadmill generate? 0, because you ain't getting my fat ass on a treadmill. My guess is negative infinity or negative max long, since he won't move his wire. Yeah, you're right there. I finished reading. Had to take a break from my comment, but yeah, you and I agree. I never was a fan of treadmills. When I did go walking, I, believe it or not, did golf. I know it's probably hard to believe me out playing golf, but I figured golf was a good excuse to go out and take a long walk. And then no matter how bad you played at golf, you still got a good day's walk in. And that made more sense to me than walking in place on a fucking treadmill. And I completely sucked at the golf part, so I didn't have to worry about being, you know, all competitive about how good I was at golf. I knew I sucked. But playing the golf wasn't the idea. The idea was to get some fresh air and exercise. Okay, so we have this. I think I got rid of most of our blue alloy cables. Blue alloy. Blue alloy. I didn't get rid of all of them. Okay, Munchie Wrench sets direction. So we want that. And we want the high side going the direction we got it. We want to monkey wrench it now. So these are the input. That is the output. Let's go ahead and turn this bitch back on. And let's start running the cable. Patrons. Just got my first successful Cobalt 60 reactor up and running. Just getting the power ran now. Kind of half expected you to have just been talking about me. Actually, this time I was not talking about you, believe it or not. I think I did mention you earlier, but I wasn't talking about you currently. And he managed it without any boom, so we are just waiting for the meltdown. Yeah. I almost screwed it up. But I managed to save it and not fuck it up. See, that's another good use for the machine switch, which I'm sure you would use just a controller for it. But that's a redstone machine switch on the side of that reactor. So you don't have to hit it with a fucking hammer. Because it's kind of weird that you use a soft hammer to turn on a reactor. Alright, it should be up to temp. And if I cut this, we should be getting power. Okay. Did I set that the wrong way? I don't think I set that the wrong way. It goes like that. Monkey wrench for direction. That's now reversed. Am I retarded? Energy in 512, energy out 128. Can be anywhere from 64 to 256. And we know that this is 117. So therefore, 117 into there should be putting out power from there. And it's not. Why is it not? You're not hammering me into the ground. Yeah, that's what I figured, Trims. And it shouldn't work this way, because that should expect HV. That's normal. That's reversed. Now that should be giving me power. That is not giving me power. Why is that not giving me power? I am confused. Fuck. I don't understand why it's not getting power. Unless it actually has to have 4 amps. But it shouldn't. I don't remember ever having this issue before. Transformer. Remember in GT6, it loses any power that isn't the right amount. I'm trying to step up from MV to HV. So if you swap those two numbers, 64 to 256 in, will give 256 to 1024 out, which is what I'm wanting it to do. Yes, I changed it to step up. And I'm just wondering if it's because it's not getting enough for that. And Alex, you're absolutely wrong. You don't know what I'm doing. The light on the transformer tells you if it's getting power. That's what these little lights here are for. I know the wire's not connected. I don't want the wire connected because I want to be able to see that little light right there that tells me if it's getting power. And when I put that there, I set it with the monkey wrench. It's now in reverse. So it should be taking MV power in, putting HV power out. As soon as I reversed it, it should light up that little thing blinking that it's charging the transformer. And it's not doing it. No, it's not whenever power is flowing through. There is no power flowing through these transformers right now. It's whenever there is power in its internal buffer. I'm gonna double check to make sure. One sec. If I take... That doesn't have an HP battery in it, though. Do I have an HP battery laying around here somewhere? I have MV batteries. I don't have a detector on it. And a detector... Yeah, those are MV. That's LV. Did I ever make HV batteries? Oh yeah, we got HV right here. And that's not going to be running for a minute. Alright, let's... Give me that. We're going to borrow this. We're going to go check and make sure my brain's not completely fucking retarded. Okay. Put that there. Disconnect that. We don't want anything going through there yet. We're going to put those in there and see right now if that was getting power, the red light would be flashing. It is absolutely not getting power through this box. So no, I'm not fucking retarded. Well, I might be retarded, but I'm not retarded on this for this reason. That transformer is not giving us the power. Okay. Well, that at least answers that question. Now, what we're going to try is a battery box. We're going to make an MV battery box. We're going to put an MV battery in it. And then we're going to try to transform up after the battery box. That way it's getting a constant amount. Alright, so we need this back here, going that direction, and give it all those batteries. Alright, let's shut that down for just a little bit. Let's go find some food. That's all I got. Oh, I do have some sandwiches left. Alright, let's go make an MV battery box. So we need 2 of these, 6 of these.
We return.
Welcome back.
We did it.
Hey.
You got it all done?
Mm-hmm.
And it
I
works.
have a successful task to my name.
Hey, I got a quest.
What?
I got a quest.
He finished a quest in GT.
Okay,
Yay.
we're just gonna make a MV. Like I
You
said, I've
want
got
to look
tons
over it real
of-
quick?
Let me see
I
if
need to
can
get
add
what
you.
I'm trying to do done first.
I think you can just share it.
Lithium manganese is going to be plastic foil, chrome plate, battery alloy, manganese and graphite rod, T6 circuit. I have the circuits. And for the MV battery, this one. I need 3 of them. Alright. So I need 3 chromium curved plates, 3 graphite rods, 3 manganese rods, 3 curved battery alloy. Can I make up any graphite rods? Yes. No. That's steel, jackass. I have manganese ingots here, so we can just do 2 of these, turn those into rods. Go get the graphite. And we need 3 chrome. How are you guys going to share this on the thing?
I shared a link with you.
Yeah, but how are you going to share it on Discord to everybody else?
We can export it as a fucking image.
It says
That
I need
is one-
access. I don't have access.
Oh, then we have to get a hold of Crazy.
Which is dumb because I already should have access to that.
Hang on, I can try it. Wait, I think I got it.
I
Can one of
copied
you
link and
just
sent it.
say? Can one of you just copy the contents over to a regular one and make it a regular
Try
spreadsheet
with
file that can be saved, that can be shared with everybody else?
Yeah, we can. I was thinking of like exporting it as an actual like file. So with that link that I just sent you, you should be able to at least view it.
Okay. Let me bring this over here. Where is my thing for make this not so fucking bright? Oh, that doesn't work. Never mind, that dark reader thing doesn't work for this.
Oh yeah, Dark Reader, this weird shit with Google Docs. Don't try it.
Okay, so here's what they got done, guys. So, thorium, uranium, all the uraniums, plutoniums, americiums, cobalt-60, and the naquita and naquidria. There's all the numbers that you need for all the different coolants, all the way across the board. And down here says if it's non-critical, critical.
Anything non-critical directly, like for example the coolant thing, you see it on the left there. For all of the actual stuff that is critical by itself, coolant has always been the non-critical one.
Okay.
Then all the
1/3 heat,
waters moderate.
1/6. Oh, okay, that's why they're yellow.
Yes, and the
And
other
then the
ones
tin and
are
the sodium does the.
do
Now there's
heat
none
per
of
neutron reduction.
there's none of these that are critical depending on coolant. They're just critical because of what they are.
Fuel is critical. That means every single column except for coolant is critical. If it's red.
Probably do the coolant in green, actually.
Yeah, you should make that green then, if that's going to be critical. Yep, that looks better. So that's the only coolant that'll make any of them. Now, what about cobalt-60? Shouldn't be green, though. Cobalt-60 is never critical.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
the
hang on,
name.
let me just fix that for the ones that are there. You and you should not care about. Whoop! No, you're supposed to have different color text. There you go. There you go.
Now, over here it says non-critical coolant, and then you just set this that they are critical.
They are critical with everything except coolant.
Okay, then why did you...
Because the name is red means the whole thing is critical.
Yes.
I still think I'm confused. Yes, Trins, that's why I had them do this, is so everybody could use this. But I want to look one of these up because I'm confused now. Give me a second. If we look up fuel, we go to plutonium. This fuel is critical.
Except for coolant.
Except when used with industrial coolant.
Okay, then the industrial coolant shouldn't be green. That's what I was questioning. If it's non-critical when it's in coolant, then it shouldn't be green in the coolant because it's not critical then.
Well, no, it's green because it's not critical.
No, green means it is critical.
No, red
No,
is
red
critical.
means-
Oh, fuck. Okay, well then put in your fucking table down there.
We did. Red
We
is
did,
critical.
It says non-critical,
Non-critical
green.
green. Fucking hell. Then shouldn't these three still be green because they're still non-critical, even though they're never critical? Just the whole column should be green then.
I guess we can go back to what we had before, since it technically doesn't matter.
Pretty much, because my brain's
Because it
fucking
says
confused.
it over here in the list on the side, the non-critical fluid is coolant. So
Okay.
we can
Post,
just leave it at that.
make a private copy of this that can be shared as a file.
Yeah, I'll make it a downloadable file. Hang on,
Put
let
it
me just
into
export it.
GT6 in our Discord. Tamra,
An Excel sheet.
link
or...
it, Excel sheet, Google Doc thing. I don't care how you. I would
don't-
say Excel is the easiest one.
Where do you want it?
GT6 help, and then pin it. And Tamara's in Greg's Discord, so she can post it to Greg
GT6
in his
help.
GT6 Discord.
Check that it looks okay in Excel or posters.
And I'll just copy and paste it to Greg's.
Thank you. And by the way, thank you guys very much. I really appreciate it. That is something that's needed to be done for a long fucking time. And
You're
you know,
welcome.
the normal GregTech guy is a little bit on the lazy side when it comes to, you know, typing. We're not going to mention his name. We don't need to call him out. He's just
Lazy
a
is a
little
strong
lazy.
word.
Alright. Oh, I can pin it. Okay, good.
Ethrin, I said we're not saying his name. It may
Well,
or
where
may
I'm
not
putting it
be
in-
Bear.
Where I'm putting it in Greg's Discord?
Are you even in Greg's Discord?
I am in Greg's Discord. Yes.
Then just throw it in the GT6 one.
And then someone needs to pin it, I guess.
No, that's up to Greg.
Okay.
That is not up to us. That is up to Greg. You can ping Greg and Overmind if you want. And if they want to do anything with it, that is up to them. We're just putting it out there to the world.
Per Bear's request, here's the list. Put something like that down.
Yeah.
Yeah, blame Bear, because Bear's the asshole here.
You're the one telling us to post. Just so we won't get yelled at.
Yeah, get Bear yelled at, because Greg doesn't yell at Bear enough.
See, but if Bear cusses you out in a different language, you don't know, so you won't care.
Once you
I
review
know,
it,
and I would care.
yeah, I don't give a shit. Trends, once you go over those numbers and make sure that you have everything the same, yes, you should then put it into the GTI channel in Bear's Den and into the GTI Discord. I would not bother putting it into the GT5, GT New Horizons, mega bunch of bullshit Greg has.
Greg's
Because,
online.
I'll ping Greg and just say
sorry, but
apologies.
fuck that channel. I'm seriously about to just mute that one as well. The amount of retardation that goes through that channel is starting to hit my bullshit limit. Wait a minute.
Oh.
There is a woman walking around my factory, and I'm crafting shit. There's something wrong here. By the way, if Ethanol Jr. says anything about me saying a blonde in the passenger seat is an accessory, I didn't do it. They're making shit up. Just putting that out there, just in case.
Uh-huh. Do I have to throw the hush-it wrench at you?
Well, Junior was playing his My Garage game last night, and he was looking for his steering wheel, and it showed up under accessories. I was like, no, Junior, a steering wheel is not an accessory. It's kind of mandatory. You have to
fucking
have one.
hell!
But the blonde in the passenger seat, that's an accessory. And, you know, then I kind of said, don't tell the women, because I don't think they'd find it as
blab
funny.
on yourself.
I don't think they'd find it as funny as I do. Yeah, I'm an honest asshole. An asshole, but an honest one.
Right.
Figures, we go to the work, and the only thing Greg can do is complain it's in a different format than what he'd like.
Yeah, go figure. The thing is, I can't, like, if I just tried exporting it as a CSV, it doesn't have the colors in it, so it doesn't fucking work.
Fucking Greg, man. You gotta love the guy.
I mean, I appreciate it because, like, CSV files are just, like, slightly less horrible to work with. But, yeah. Alright, I'll be right back.
Haha, got him before he hit me. Okay, that is hydrogen fluoride. Done. Okay, so now these MV, I need a, should be tier 2, right? MV is tier 2, so tier 2 circuit should work. But it looks like 4 or higher. I don't even see 3. So it's going to be a tier 6 circuit. We need 2 alloy and 2 copper wire. Alright. Well, 2 cable. That. And then somebody might have made up a fuck ton battery alloy. That goes there. Cutter here. That there. That makes us one battery. Try this with one. See what it do. Still questioning my sanity with this whole thing. I swear.
Oh, you still question it?
I'm still questioning it. Okay. NV battery box. With the battery, turn the reactor on. We've got the light on the side, so we don't need it for this. Set it, monkey wrench it. I'm literally, when we get done with this stream, gonna go into one of my old worlds, like the Test 2 world. I think I've got a few different setups in there that are doing reverse transformers, and look and see if I can figure out what the fuck's going on. It might just, what I'm thinking is it might just be because it's a weird amount, but literally I'm doing the same thing up here. And it's working fine. Up here on the dynamo here puts out a strange amount. It doesn't go into a battery box because it can't. It just goes into this EV-IV transformer and powers my battery box. And see, right there, it's now getting power, so it's lit. And then we're now getting power in here. Or it is, but you can't tell because it's going out instantly. Because I don't have this set on the RS latch. It's just whenever it gets a signal, it does that. But that's what's powering the whole base. So there is no better storage chest in my base. I have never once made a better storage chest. If you're talking about these are GregTech chests. Thank you very much. These are not better storage chests. I do not make those things. And if you're talking about this, it's a GregTech chest. There is no better storage chest in my base. Because linking it would have to do, they would have to have, you'd have to have access. Okay, there's the problem. It's not. Why is it not? It's not putting out MV. Why not? What the fuck? That bitch is lighting. That thing is making power. 256 RU turns into 176 EU. But we're not doing 256. We're doing, calculator, 170. But that is still within the range from 64 to 256. So why in the fuck is it lit up that it's making power, but it's... I didn't have this turned the wrong way, right? Please tell me it wasn't turned the wrong way. Let's turn it this way, then we'll know for sure. And we'll put the MV battery in and nothing. Why? Okay, we're gonna try something. I'm seriously thinking I need to go put this into Java 8 for a second. Just to make sure this isn't a stupid issue. Hey, look, I had an NV battery box right there. We're going to steal this and this momentarily.
Don't blow shit up.
Oh, just hold my beer. I'll be right with you, man.
I'm not helping you rebuild.
Okay. And
Here comes the fun.
we're going to go that way. Should now be giving me LV. Because I'm going from MV down to LV, which should be putting LV into those batteries. It's not doing so. So now...
Would there not be a red dot on the side if it has power?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the transformer doesn't have it.
Now we're going to try to put this into reverse mode. And hopefully we don't blow up the reactor.
There's still no red light.
It's powering it in reverse mode.
Oh, there.
Why is it thinking it's putting out LV? Now we put the battery box here. We put the MV battery in there. It's powering the MV battery box. This thing is... Okay, somebody, please, do bear math. Tell me I'm fucking retarded. Please tell me I'm fucking retarded.
You're fucking retarded.
Okay, prove to me I'm fucking retarded. I
That's a
know I'm
different
fucking
story.
retarded, but I
Prove
want
to
you to...
us you're not retarded.
Okay. Tungsten steel boiler puts out 256 steam. You see it right there. Right?
Do I need to page, Greg?
Energy out, 256 steam, top.
Okay. 256 going into a steam turbine. I can't give you the number in here. We have to do math. But the efficiency is 66.66%. Fuck, I didn't do the thing, did I? Fuck you, you asshole, you're an idiot.
See, you
If
should
this
have
is
proven to us you're not retarded.
I think I know the problem. Bear's retarded. He's so retarded. 256 Steam. We're gonna do this by the numbers. This is a Greg thing. I'm just gonna point out Greg's a pain in the ass. That's why it's retarded. No, it's not yes, it's the efficiency, but no, it's not the efficiency. The problem is, let me switch over to this screen so you can see my calculator. So if you look at the steam turbine, we're going to go by the 9632. All right, we're going to clear all this out of here. 96 times 66.66% equals 63. No, I'm not fucking retarded. Yeah, it is. Because see, that 96 is 32. Because Greg doesn't do the efficiency right. Because it's steam, it's half plus the 66. That's where I got fucked. Because I forgot to divide it by 2. Because steam is always half. Which should be in that efficiency number, not that. So then, if we go back to 256 times 66.66% equals 170 divided by 2, we're only getting 85 RU out. And then the dynamo, if this motherfucker is like 1 less than 64, I'm going to be so pissed. The dynamo is 68.75, and we're not dealing with steam anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. So it's now that times 68.75 times 68.75% is 58 fucking EU, you cock-knobbling gutter slut.
58 out of how much does it need?
64.
Oh! Oh, fuck. That's funny.
That is not fucking anywhere close to funny. And Ethrin, you can't play any sound alerts because I'm on desktop and I don't have those on right now. Sorry. Fucking Greg. I'm going to go yell at Greg.
He's on.
Greg?
Yeah.
You're an asshole. Okay. So now, if we take this battery box out of here, we put our transformer in there, we reverse the transformer, it's now going to put out HV as it fucking should be. And I don't have my wire cutters. Where the fuck are my wire cutters? I leave my fucking multi-tool in the damn... It's not in my inventory, right? It's not in my inventory. No. No, Debusa. I blame Greg. Because he literally could put in the fucking turbine, steam is 50% efficient. One line would keep it from being a pain in my ass. Alright, let's put it back over here. Now you can play all your sound effects to tell me how much of an idiot I am. And how much I just fucked up. Now, question. Should I redstone this? If we're only doing 58 EU a tick, is there any fucking reason whatsoever that I'm not going to be using 58 EU a tick? I'm thinking no. And if we do 58 times 4 is going to be 235-ish. So I'm just wondering, I'm worried that I'm not going to have the cobalt to do it. Because I don't want to go mine up cobalite to get the cobalt. I'm not going to be able to sustain it, is what I'm thinking.
All your batteries are in, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really retard proofing that I'm worried about. It's just, it's conserving, I guess. Because if I put the battery box back in here, if I move this over a block, I put the battery box back in the middle, then I could put an energy sensor on it, and I could run said energy sensor over to this and have it power if there's no room, if there's no power in the battery box. And if the power hits, like 3/4, then it'll turn it off. But I'd have to do a RS latch because I would never want this thing to turn off and back on. We can't do a toggle. With the gas turbine, Greg was lazy in GT6 and he didn't do the efficiency, the speed up. So I can literally turn that gas turbine right there on and off at will. So it's just redstoned right into my energy thing, and it turns on and it turns off whenever the fuck I need a little bit of power. And I can do that because it doesn't have efficiency. But with the turbine, the gas turbine, I have to deal, or the steam turbine, I have to worry about the boiler. So it would have to have an RS latch on it to make sure that if it turns off, it doesn't turn back on until basically the battery box is empty. So I'm thinking, no, we don't worry about a battery. We should never be making too much power to where we would need the battery box. I did make the battery, so I could do it just... Okay, let's do it for a buffer, but not worry about redstoning it. So we'll take this out. We'll do that because this has a huge... Oh, I thought I fucking grabbed something radioactive. It's like, I took out a cable. What the fuck? I'm hungry again. Okay, so that's putting out MV, so we need the MV battery box there. And so you know, Alex, no, it has an internal buffer, but it cannot take power into said buffer if it does not have a battery. It only will start taking power once it has a battery. That internal buffer is only to keep from lag between it sending and receiving power. If it's not exact amounts, you can't fill that internal buffer without it goes from the battery, basically. Okay, so now we put the transformer here, going in like that, going in an upwardly direction. Alright, so now this battery should stay completely empty all the time. But it doesn't update regularly because lag. That should be outputting, and if we go upstairs, this is going to be really, really, really slow, but we should see this power go up eventually. You just got to watch that light over there and make sure that bitch don't turn on. But we should go up in power. And I can disconnect the other power sources. I just can't disconnect this one. Well, I technically can disconnect that one. I just have to pull the... There we go. Power just went up. Red light never came on. So, done. Okay, that was a headache and a fucking half.
So now you have a RTG thing.
Basically, yes.
An RTG hooked up to a boiler.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And these will run for 1,000 minutes before going out. Now, the next thing I should probably look into is a way of letting myself know that the reactor's not running anymore. We don't need this. Well, I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to do a short video just showing off the thing and how much power we're actually making out of it. And explaining the conversion thing that I just had a brain dead moment of. Okay, so let's look into what we're going to do next, which is thorium. So thorium we could do in two ways. We can make a breeder rod, which, by the way, we did not put breeder stuff in that, but that's because breeder rods are fucking weird. And don't go by the normal coolant things. Basically, you go by the rods, and I think the breeders just eat the neutrons that you're sending in from other ones. But basically, if I bring up that chart that you gave me instead of sitting here staring at this stupid ass fucking thing, thorium-232 industrial coolant is going to give out 8 to itself and 8 to adjacent. So way less than what this is. But we're using reflectors, so instead of it being 8 and then 8 to this one, it's technically going to be 8 and then 8 back to this one. So it's going to be 16 and 16, so we're going to have 32 coming out of one core. And if we do 2 cores, it should be 64. unless this one, well, see, that's the thing. Is it going to do 8 to adjacent, any adjacent, or 8 split between the two adjacent? I would think logically it would be 8 split between 1, 2, 3, or 4 adjacents. So putting in an extra reflector wouldn't really matter. We would still be getting the same amount, which is what we're going to test when we do this. So we're going to have 32, I think, and 32, so we're going to have 64. We could have up to 128. So basically, if we wanted to do a thorium reactor with this same setup, it would have to be a quad reactor, and that's with the reflectors rather than all rods. We could probably get away with less if we did, because I'm thinking we could also do like another reactor chamber here, and then another one here. Fill this with thorium. And then these chambers, we just do reflectors around the edge. So then it would be 8, 8, 8, 8. And then double that, because you're going to have 8 going off to each of the extra ones. But then you're also going to have 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8 for the reflectors around it that are bouncing back what comes in. I'm not sure that's right. But that means we have to make 2 more cores to get that done. Actually, I think we're going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to try to get back on here Friday morning. No guarantees it's going to happen as always, but I'm going to try, and we're going to switch gears a little bit and get the tungsten steel automated over there. We're going to have to make a different burning box. I'll make another crucible, and we're going to work on getting this automated. And I'm going to probably look into the actual uranium processing thing, because I do believe after today I have all of our machines now, because that one needs to go there. I am missing the smelters. Didn't I make smelters last time? There's my smelters. Yep, I got the smelters and the heaters, and hey, look, I already had the electrolyzer, motherfucker. Nobody.
You're in need of a better organizational system.
Nobody told Tamara about the blocks I threw in a random box somewhere, right?
Bear.
Okay, stream done. We're out of here for today.
You need a better organizational system. You really do.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah, but one that you can't
don't use it.
See, I have one down here. I put the things in the hoppers. It goes through the things, puts it where it can go, and if it can't go, it comes into the box.
Why is your like random shit all over the place then?
Oh, that's just because I throw shit in random places.
Yeah, maybe stop doing that.
No. If I stop doing that, Tamara stop being annoyed. And if Tamara isn't annoyed, what's my use for being here? That's like my goal in life. like I told Crazy earlier, I believe that in the vows, again, don't read anything stupid into this. This goes
God,
for
here we
not
go.
only marriage, but for friendships as well. Love, honor, and annoy. That's in the vows.
Nope.
So when I'm dealing with Crazy and Tamara, I have to annoy. It's in the rules.
The word annoy never shows up in the vows.
I swear it's in there.
Nope.
Probably
Love,
the
honor,
fucking
and
bear
annoy.
annex.
It's been a while since I went through those, but I still swear that was in there somewhere.
Nope. Personal vows, maybe. No, not the standard ones.
I didn't do any of those because that would take work. I'd have had to write something.
I thought your entire personality was based around work.
No. My basic personality is you motherfuckers work, not me work. I tell you motherfuckers to get to work,
right?
so
Teamwork.
I don't have to.
Teamwork. The team does the work while I slack off.
Right. Now he's learning. It only took him 6 years, folks. He's finally learning how this works.
What do you mean 6 years? It's been 8 years.
Okay, whatever. I can't do math. We done proved that today.
No shit.
All because I forgot a fucking number Greg didn't put in the fucking thing. Put the fucking thing in the fucking thing.
That you knew to begin with.
I know.
Why is that number in there?
Because it's common sense.
Because Railcraft.
What?
Railcraft is the
common
reason.
sense that it outputs half?
It's not. It's Railcraft. Railcraft is the reason for that.
So why do we still follow Railcraft? Why is Greg not doing his own shit?
Because Greg.
I thought that was the whole point of GregTech 6.
Best answer I can give you.
What the fuck?
Railcraft is a legacy mod. It came before GregTech, so it goes above GregTech when it comes to the way it maths. Just like even though Greg doesn't agree with the original developer of Tinkers, we use 144 fluid for an ingot because that's the way it was set when Greg started. So to keep from having conflicts with mods that do things that way, Greg does it that way. I will test that after the stream because I have to reboot everything, and rebooting everything takes a minute. But I will call you in Discord and we'll do it there. All right? Okay, that, give me transformer. Alright, let's go get this transformer hooked back up. Since I borrowed it. I only borrowed it. I brought it back.
Mm-hmm. No, you made a whole brand new one.
It looks the same. They'll never know the difference.
It's just me and you. I know the difference.
Oh, shh. You didn't know none. We're done. See? Back. Perfect. Can't tell the difference. Borrow with no intention of returning is called stealing. I returned! It's right back there. Set perfect. You can't even tell it was ever moved.
Mm-hmm. It's nice, bright, and shiny. Of course it's been moved.
Oh, you saying I knocked the dust off of it? Bear, you're a bad man. Shut up. Don't say that out loud. You don't want to know. Trust me. This one
I
is
don't know what I
bad
just got
enough.
back to, but I don't want to know.
This one's bad enough. I won't even say it.
I'm concerned now.
You should be.
Then again, I'm always concerned when it is something to do with you.
Mm.
When have I not been concerned?
Mm.
Too late, Bear.
Oh, I
Don't
can't.
even think it.
I can't stop from thinking it. Problem is, I'm going to have to mute here in a minute and say it because I'm biting a hole through my tongue to keep from saying it. Because it's fucking funny. But I can't say it.
Mute yourself then, bitch.
Well, I'm going to end the stream because we've been here for
Or
3.5
do that.
hours.
That also works.
And
'cause
my
I want to get my
brain
pasta.
is fucking fried. So, screw you. I'm out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Like I said, hopefully I'll be back here on Friday.